And I would like to welcome you guys back to a brand new episode, not a rerun, not a syndication, but brand spanking new prime time winner of 3 Emmys and 2 Yo Mama awards.
Tu mamá.
It's your deadbeat dad's favorite podcast.
Tu papá malo.
Season 4, episode 7.
7, 4,
Made by
7.
the unemployed for the unemployed.
Para los que están cogiendo esos cheques.
I'm your host, Frsk Purple, aka Rag of the God, aka Frsk with the pink bandana, aka the Paisley baby from the late 80s, drive the ladies crazy. And who do I have here with me today? What's your name, co-host?
You already know que lo que Mariel Grullón. I'ma just keep it like that. Government out there, you can see me, man. If I'm out there, you can catch me. And you catch me here, poured in the bodega. You know what I'm saying? With my man Frsk. And we got a guest again.
We do have a guest. We have a returning guest.
You know.
A guest that is fond and very near and dear.
Yes. El manito.
With the comic book culture.
And comics.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. My name is...
Do you want to introduce our guest for us?
Oh, let's do it real quick. Let me say, it's the one, the only, El Raf, the watch Raf.
Yes.
The one, and you know who it is. It's mi hermano, and he's here to lay it down.
What's up? Yes, it's Ralph. Watch it, Ralph, a.k.a. Play it, Ralph, in the house. About to get it on.
Watch it, Ralph is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Shake your bags of popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you know we're about to have a good time.
Yeah.
And, how you been since the last time that we saw you?
I'm good. Basically living life, getting full, living life to the fullest. That's what I can say.
And that's the only way that life should be lived.
Yep. Fat. Yeah. Fistful of bullets.
Well, what about you, Mariel? Anything new that we need to talk about since the last time that we sat down together and watched some mind-numbing television?
Life, man. If you're unemployed, you get them checks. Love. You know what I'm saying? Summer's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? Summer's gonna be insane. You get the vaccine. Insane. It's gonna be crazy on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just be safe. You know.
Get that pandemic money, my boy.
That pandemic money coming in. Get that life any way you can. You know what I'm saying? If it's the scammer way, if it's the whatever way, you get it. Where it fit it. Bodega ways.
I feel you, man.
The bodega way is the merchant way, the hustle way.
But the one thing that I will tell people is be careful of those boys with their shields.
Oh, yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, man.
Especially the agents of S.H.E.I.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
S.H.E.I.L.D. S period H period I period E period L period D period.
That's a lot of periods, man.
A lot of periods. One period is hard.
All right, let's turn to our resident comic book aficionado.
Yes, sir.
What are we in for today with this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Well, this is a show that I recommended because to me it's pretty good. I mean, it's from the creator Joss Whedon, and more importantly, his brother and his brother's wife, which is actually the people behind even like the Rebirth Mortal Kombat webisode shit that they came out with a couple years ago. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was actually pretty dope and gritty. But this is on some, Disney's first, especially TV show. And it's pretty good. The only problem is that more and more, it almost seems like it's less and less canon. Now, if you know Phil Coulson, if you watch the Avengers, which at this point I think the whole world has seen Avengers, Phil Coulson dies in that movie. But this show makes it that they bring him back to life, which is one of the reasons why I think even Kevin Feige didn't want to make this canon, because it takes that whole weight of that moment in Avengers away. You know what I'm saying? But since everybody loves that character, they found a way to bring him in. What I love is if anybody's watching another dope show called
Invincible.
Exactly, Invincible, they even reference and have a character that's basically Phil Coulson in that.
Yeah.
And it's almost has this whole feel of what this show is supposed to be.
Too slow motion on the build, Invincible, but you just killed it, crushed it. This.
The one thing I would say about this episode in particular is that they're already going into the whole Ghost Rider storyline, which is the only time that the MCU really focused on it.
Wait. You telling me we getting a little Nick Cage action?
We're getting Nick Cage?
Yeah.
Nick Cage. No, not no Nick Cage.
Face off, baby.
No, face off, Nick Cage.
Hey.
Which is funny you say that because I don't know if you know that Nick Cage's last name isn't even Cage, it's Coppola. He's the nephew of Francis Ford Coppola from Godfather.
Yes.
The reason why he calls himself Cage is because he's a huge fan of Luke Cage. And he just took that last name as like, yo, I'm such a comic book fan, I'm gonna take that name. So that's a whole other like
Superman in the shiny
comic
suit.
book reference that's crazy. But no, we don't get Nick Cage. We don't get none of his crazy, antics. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. None of that. Instead, we just get the Spanish character, the Hispanic version. So we're not even getting Johnny Blaze. We're not getting Method Man. We're getting actually Robbie Reyes. I said before Ramirez, but I think it's Reyes, which is like the second version of Ghost Rider.
Nice.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
So let's see.
Mariel, you excited to get into this episode? Have you seen this episode?
Nah.
You watch S.H.I.E.L.D?
I watched some of it. You know what I'm saying? I had I kind of like fell off for the second because I'm like, and that's crazy because I thought they was doing it right, like interlacing all of their worlds, but now like if this got kicked off their whole world, then it's like, well, you just gonna dub shit now, bro? Come on, just because you want, like, it's not rocking with you, you gonna just dub it? Like, nah, then put your hands in it, show some love, maybe put some money in, and then tie it up. You know what I mean? Do some one-divisionals and some, like, the guy that flies and the Bucky dude, and come on.
The guy that flies Falcon. The guy that flies. Anthony Mackie.
Exactly.
The guy that flies.
Show some love and put some money in. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
no, I feel you. No, I definitely feel you.
Like, yo,
but like I told you, it actually ends in a way where it kind of could lead into it, especially that they're doing the whole multiverse shit. So in a way, you could be happy as a fan. If you end up watching this, you could still feel satisfied, given 7 seasons of a focus on a show that supposedly might not be canon, but it does its job to try to live in it in certain ways. So,
I've had fun watching this.
What I liked about the show more than anything is that it always was reactive to, at least the first few seasons, to the movies.
Oh yeah, the movies
of the world. So yeah, the first season, the same time that Winter Soldier came out.
Hydra joints.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. So when Winter Soldier came out that same week in the movie theater, this show the next week it was dealing with the fact that Hydra already had, that they realized that Hydra been there the whole time. So that means it changed the whole show. Just because the movie, so it tried to coexist with the movies for a while, but like I said, it doesn't fully.
All right.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit, Marvel.
One thing I'll say on a personal note, hopefully this episode that I recommended lives up a little bit more than the last one. I mean, the last one we said was good.
The last episode?
The last episode that I was on.
We have faith. We have faith.
Sorry.
And it was fun, bro. It was fun. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, 4-7, baby. That's the thing about the 4-7. You know what I mean?
You can't bet 1,000.
Yeah, bro. It's just 4-7s, man.
But just to give you a little backstory on this episode, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 7. The title is Deals with Our Devil. And drop your phone.
Exactly.
Con el diablo de nosotros, estamos jodiendo con el diablo de nosotros.
My devil is that I don't wear a case.
Oh, shit.
And the synopsis, the summary. With the loss of the team, the remaining members search for answers as the clock counts down for Ghost Rider. Ooh! Short and sweet. It didn't have a million names like the last episode that we did or whatever.
Yeah, like so 8 names in the that was
facts.
Whatever.
So this might be a little bit more promising.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, fellas, are we ready to get into this?
Let's get it.
Do it. Let's
Let's do this.
Do you want to another?
And here we
You want to wing?
go.
The wings right.
Damn, this is the slowest Netflix buffer.
Buffering. ABC. Well, get that ABC money.
Disney on.
Oh shit, it's top secret. Yo, it's that book. Wait, is that the same book from the coast? Is that
That's another reason why it can't be
Is that the
canon.
Wolves Costa?
Because it's supposed to be the same. They actually deal with in this season
That's
the
the
same book.
WandaVision book?
That's in the WandaVision.
Yo, that's
another
the
reason why.
WandaVision book, bro. Yo, that's insane. Oh, that's the one thing I got right. The wood, whatever, was that in the basement, right?
What do you mean?
That book. The
Yeah, the
wood,
book.
whatever the name
Exactly.
of the book is.
Darkhold?
Darkhold, yeah. Was in the basement.
All right, so is this the recap that we're watching, or are we
No, this
just
is already
into
now.
it?
We in
We just
In
in?
there.
We in there.
But
Yo, I just found out like she mad old, bro. Like
She's dope. If you've seen
she old as so down, bro.
the Mandalorian, she's in season 1 and 2. She's the one rolling with Boba Fett, and they're gonna show her now real soon as a cartoon character when she's younger in the new show coming out, which is the Bad Batch.
Mhm.
That character's gonna be in it.
nice.
She's the same age as Jet Li and what's the other dude that's mad dope villain in Rush Hour 2? Damn it, Danny Yang. That's in Star Wars Rogue One. My whole point is
Donnie
that she's I think almost like 60 years old,
Damn.
and she did her own stunts in The Mandalorian, and she does her own stunts in this.
Wow.
If you've seen Jet Li, which is the same age, he looked old. He was in
Wait, hold on.
Yo.
My man just dropped something and
Yo.
broke and stabbed everybody.
Yo.
What is happening?
He's a stabber dude. I don't
All right,
know,
they already got me so far. I ain't gonna hold you.
and I like that Spanish dude, yo. He always used to play like the gang dude.
yes.
That is him.
Yo, the gang dude. Yep.
It's not Hector, but it's one of them.
Yeah, you know. It wasn't
My nigga
Tito.
Eli, his power is making rocks.
Yo.
Ooh, a crack dude.
Oh shit. You're everybody disappeared. Yo, it's that guy from that
I'll
show.
do it for Life on
Life
Mars.
on Mars.
And 1,000 other things. He actually does the voice of Batman in most of the cartoons nowadays.
Oh, I didn't know him.
Kevin Conroy?
No, that's my dude. But no, he's more of the new version of all the like TV the movies of Batman. The ones that Justice League movies and all the last ones that have come out.
Gotcha.
I think his name is Bill Amaro. Oh, we might see him in a second.
I like that the subtitles spell S.H.I.E.L.D with all the periods in it.
I don't know. That's my point. They could be stuck in one of those.
That takes a few more
See,
points.
Gabriel Luna is who we just mentioned as Ghost Rider, and we should see.
So
this dude's
imagine
name.
if they had to say, "This is S.H.I.E.L.'s shield."
Yo, that's right. The shield.
Fitz pulled Simmons through
Yo, that's that dude from Costa, right?
his head light on fire.
From the game, or what was he from? I don't know that. What was he from?
Which guy you talking about now?
Him.
It's not Shamar
Yeah.
Moore?
Yeah.
It's Shamar Moore, right?
That one's to be
Yeah,
honest, I
yeah.
don't know. I
Jamal
think,
Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the shit you from back in the day?
Nigga, everything. He was in the Medea
Yeah.
movies. He was in
Yes.
NCIS.
Yes.
No, Shamar Moore, the nigga from NCIS.
Yeah,
That's not Shamar
Yeah, that's what I'm
Moore.
saying. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
Yeah, Jason O'Mara. And I said Bill O'Mara. That's him right there. But yeah, no. I know. I've seen him in one or two things. Maybe even one. Like one of.
No reason.
Maybe she'll find hope for saving her friends.
Give me some-
I'll call her now.
Nice.
He's more. There. A lot of these are made up characters. The only one
Wait,
that's
you
actually
talk-
from the MCU is Daisy Williams, which is she plays Quake.
Yeah, but you telling me that the Asian lady is 60-something?
If I'll be honest right now, probably the youngest she is, if I'm not mistaken, then is 58. But I honestly think she's even older than that. So yes, and she does all her own stunts, and her whole point is that she's a one man. They call her, I think it's called, the Cavalry. That's her AK name in this. So meaning she's a one man or one female army.
Nice. Call the cavalry.
Not this one.
And it's her, yeah.
Subject's been gestating for 7 months.
Now this is an important detail to any of the whole thing of like Marvel comic books. They're encased because they're all what they call them not
Immortals?
mutants, but
Immortals?
No,
Immortals.
Inhuman. Thank you. Yes, they're inhuman. So the whole thing is if that crystal, you breathe it in, it encapsulates you almost like in a cocoon. And if you're just regular, you don't have the DNA markers, you just die. But if you have the DNA markers
Come out with
some powers, then you wake up and now you have these powers emerge. Darkhold. This is the same book, but that's so cheesy. That's some ABC shit.
Cheesy,
See, that's the same book that's actually in WandaVision, but they have it more like the Necromancer of like Evil Dead. Here, because it's ABC, they literally had to have it written, the word Darkhold, in some funny ass text. This book is thousands of years old. They weren't speaking English.
Word.
Why?
No using glitter.
Yo, glitter. Yo, got glitter on the top, bro. That's what I saw. I was like,
that's
glitter?
an ABC, meaning when I say ABC, like regular television moment, the shit that's like
shit that they did for the masses. I like it.
Exactly.
Before that, he spent 2 years in Suffers Penitentiary with Mr. Morrow.
Are you gonna ride a motorcycle soon?
Oh, he's also
You got the motorcycle jacket
Jason
on.
O'Mara is another character from the comic book that almost takes on. He becomes like a version of Captain America, which he shows up twice as that as well in this show. He's a version of Captain America while Captain America was gone for a while. So we're really dealing with that more than anything now. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Zephyrs builds up at 5. Agent Mackenzie. There are 4 fallen agents. Be prepped for their.
I'm eating in the microphone. I'm not supposed to, but I'm doing it somehow.
He tries to make believe he's inhuman, but instead he's juicing. So he's basically like the dude right now in Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Was he in
Dollhouse? It'll take her a few hours to return.
I don't think he was in Dollhouse.
What?
No, you're thinking of
Did
the
you
other
talk
dude.
about Dollhouse, nigga?
Yeah. Dollhouse is a Joss Whedon show, so that's why they're all connected. You ever saw?
I'm watching Firefly right now.
Awesome.
I like Firefly.
That's awesome.
But
Dollhouse. See, I actually love the female actress. I always loved the one that plays the lead, but she's not a gifted. Yeah, she's not gifted. She was Faith in Buffy and all that, but the character called Faith.
Elijah Dushku.
Yes. You used to have posters of her. It's like high school. But unfortunately, Dollhouse is like she's someone that could play herself, that Faith character. But in Dollhouse, she literally had to take on different personas, and it's like, no.
She got punched in the face. Was good with her lip.
Yeah, she did. Like that's what I'm saying. Her character originally was someone that she was a foster kid, which you don't realize until like season 3 that she's actually a comic book character because she finds out her real name is a whole different name, and she's Daisy Williams, which is Quake, someone that can literally shake the world. Like even in one season, she's known in the future as the World Destroyer because her power to be able to cause an earthquake supposedly destroys the earth completely.
So wait. You saying that Indian that the Spanish dude just did? That's Ghost Rider?
Well, that kid right there is Ghost Rider's brother.
Oh, Ghost Rider's brother. Yeah,
that's his little brother.
Yeah, his little brother.
He becomes Ghost Rider because he fucked up and he crashed his car because realized this Ghost Rider doesn't do a motorcycle. The Hispanic one does a car.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Knight Rider.
Wait, the cripple kid is Ghost Rider's brother?
Yeah, his little brother. So the day that he crashed the car because it was more like the cartel like wanted to kill them and they caused an accident. His brother got crippled, and while he was there, on the bridge, Johnny Blaze got off the motorcycle, walked up to him as he was dying, stood over him, and just yelled in his face. And Johnny Blaze transferred his powers into him, and we get this. That's the only time we get to see Johnny Blaze.
That's kind of aggressive for transfer.
Exactly.
Or I'll be like, yo, do I want this right now?
In the moment, I'll be like, yo, what the fuck you doing? But then be like, thank you. I'm like,
imagine if on Inauguration Day, the ex-president yells at the current president in his face like, yo, you got this power.
Off face off head, take that. It's burning. It's burning. It might hurt. It look like it hurt, B. That's why I got a skull full of fire. Oh, is that the glitter book? The glitter book, the Darkhold?
the Darkhold.
Wow.
Until this moment, he didn't realize that he's not there.
Oh, shit.
This has to do Ghost Rider, and they deal with the whole other realm shit. And try to say the other realm is hell. And Wilson actually had to like fall into that realm. So now he didn't realize until right now. He woke up thinking he's just on their plane, not realizing he's basically a ghost. It's also their interpretations of what ghosts are.
Oh,
What?
Again, this is
this
is the
Spanish
actual
dude.
Johnny.
I'm just
actual Ghost
enjoying
Rider.
that this dude is in this. Oh,
Same
shit.
thing. They both fell into it.
Oh,
It
that's
was him
that's
and
Ghost Rider right
yeah,
there.
that's
okay.
what I'm saying. Ghost Rider and him fell into that plane. So it wasn't both of them didn't realize.
Put that crystal down, bro.
That's his uncle.
Yeah. Yo, Theo.
And he didn't realize that his
Let that
uncle.
crystal go,
He
Theo.
always thought he looked up to his uncle, and he didn't realize his uncle was some crazy ass motherfucker that was dealing with the cartel, and that's actually where the cartel was coming from.
No, just because he was dealing with the cartel don't make you bad, bro. Like, you know, sometimes
Yeah,
things
but I'm
happen.
talking about he's a murderous dude. All those things that you see.
man.
So what they're trying to tell me is that
We're seeing that same scene from earlier
Yeah.
now being played back. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow.
when
Yeah.
Ghost Rider was there,
Yeah, but
he was
his
a ghost
ghost.
Nice.
riding through the scene.
Yeah.
Scene.
Yeah. Yo. And my man got the shotty on his body.
And the axe. I thought he was bullshitting about
Yeah.
the shotty and the axe.
Yeah.
So it's three of them actually. He's there
Wait,
too.
so only the ghost people can
those
see
three.
each other?
The ones that have fallen in, yeah, because of that moment. Like you see that whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Anybody that was in that room.
I hate watching my own demise. I don't think we did.
Well, we in the middle of like purgatories, my friend. Purgatorio.
Lights are dark. Yeah.
Yo, why she
I hope
always
we get to see
why
a
she
mad
always
Ghost
look
Rider
mad?
because-
Why the cavalry always mad for, bro? Like, yo,
That's
she could be a little happy.
that's the person had as the
She could be a little happy, you
the
know.
only time she's his love interest. The only time she ever smiles is when they do.
Wait, who's love interest?
Paul,
Coulson.
Agent Coulson's love interest is the cavalry. They've known each other since the academy.
And
He
then
was
they
there
still
when-
had a smash. Like,
Well, the whole thing is they finally do, and it's like
that's been long, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You ran through that already?
It's the cavalry, bro.
Of course. You
The
think
cavalry.
a lady named the Cavalry is shy about her?
She the
her
cavalry. She
bedroom
put it
jewels?
on you, B. And when she put it on you, you better be like, all right, I'm okay. I'm with it.
She fucks back, bro.
Yo.
you just described the whole experience. You get sucked down into a point and dealing with the cavalry.
That's crazy. Look at that. That's what it's insane. You get into the lost zone.
Thank you. Finally. They're gonna tell us I'm dead. I'll go for another time.
Your phone,
No better what.
exactly. Your phone, it doesn't work.
Oh, man.
Fitz, we're gonna find our way home. Focus on that. We're gonna figure this out.
Yo, we got this.
All right. They got me on the hook so far with this other dimension shit. But I just want to see how they get themselves out of it.
Yes.
I'll find
Word.
I'll get to know we're alive first. You got any hell demon tricks up your sleeve? No. He's fighting me right now. And we'll stick together. We'll find a way to make it.
What does it mean he's fighting you?
Ghost
Just,
Rider.
the spirit of vengeance.
Nice.
It's a living being.
I know it contributes there. This. You were able to get sounds on the line?
They confiscated his phone.
Wow.
Yo, Fitz, your daughter. No, exactly, no daughter.
Oh shit. Nice hearing what's going on.
Beginning with the set of the insecurities. Some get mixed up with all this.
What?
Is that because they couldn't use mutants, so they had to keep sending humans?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. At the time, Fox, was separate. Now I realize Disney owns them. That's another reason why Kevin Feige is like, I don't want none of this account because now we could really go in
With the
way it
mutants.
should have been done. There
Yeah,
were too
but
many limitations at the time.
This doesn't mean
You
you
know, they did a
dub
good
some of
job.
the good stuff, man.
Yeah, I believe so. I agree. But like I said, it works where it's a different multiverse because that means you're saying that Coulson survived all that, but none of the other characters ever got to see Coulson, even though they were, they avenged him. So that also sounds kind of grimy that these people that
and he
fought
was
for him
living.
and have grieved for him didn't know that literally the entire time he was there.
And he was living all that,
He
yeah.
was living. You're right.
Sunlight. Warm fish.
It's like saying Tony Stark right now after Endgame, he didn't die, and for years people thought he did, and they did that whole funeral scene for nothing.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
I'm not gone. May, help.
That one was amazing, pussy. Clovis. Clovy Vision.
They're not dead.
No está muerto.
Hey, bitch, I'm telling you about that.
Te lo estoy diciendo.
Ever had a worse job?
Un trabajo malo, yeah.
That's actually the cool thing, even right now, because of this. The reason why she believes it is because Coulson dies or disappears or is, left for dead or, basically, how do you call it? They already certify him as dead about like 5 times during this series.
Oh.
So she always has faith that he's always gonna come back or find a way to come back.
So it's like supernatural.
Even since, like we said, Avengers. Yep.
Like the Winchester brothers.
Yeah, the Winchesters.
They live forever, never die.
No, that's not how we solve this, May. No.
Yo, leave the glitter book alone,
The
B.
glitter book.
Put the glitter book
Don't get that
down.
glitter on your fingers.
That shit got like a special niceness to it. It might be a niceness, it might be a craziness. Crazy goodness.
In this
gracious,
show,
wow.
That's another thing, like where it stopped
It's
losing
Clovis.
connection because, like in the first 2 seasons, they actually had Sam Jackson show up as Nick Fury like a good 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but
But
then
when
he
you,
never came back.
when you put a sparkly book with the letters in the front of it,
You're not hearing this.
There's only a shot at saving her.
no, don't do it. Ghost Rider's hurting. He's getting dragged down to the
The
earth with the
spirit
lives.
of vengeance is getting dragged.
What lies
Hell.
beneath?
Figure himself out.
Yo, what's Supernatural guy doing right there with the suit on? Oh shit!
He's seeing that right now.
Ghost Rider.
Oh shit! That's what this episode is. This is actually when Ghost Rider isn't. Robbie actually goes into that character and might go into a
Ghost
whole other
Rider
character.
leaves his body?
Left his body. Yeah, the spirit of vengeance left his body.
Oh,
And he's
he
actually
went
gonna
into
now
Ghost-
into
oh, yeah. Oh shit!
Which is pretty dope though. That's pretty dope too. Because that's actually a really dope character, but he's just not a comic book character.
Yeah.
Mac.
Mac. He's like Gun.
Like God and Angel.
Angel.
So is the
Yes.
Spirit of Vengeance going to jump into him?
Into who?
He's already in
Homeboy-
that dude.
homeboy
Yeah,
in the
he
motorcycle?
already. Yeah, he did. He was. He in him already.
That's what it is right now. That's
He
what I'm
did.
saying. The moment we saw him jump out, he jumped into him. That's why he just knocked that dude out and drove
and
off.
jump on the bike.
Because
And
that's the
dip.
spirit of vengeance now doing that. Going on a path of vengeance. Damn. So he's actually on a motorcycle now, like usual. Now that's the car that Robbie uses as Ghost Rider.
That's wild. That's what Bodega Cat was supposed to be. His alter ego. El Tigre. It's supposed to be like a spirit of vengeance, a Taino spirit of vengeance that fused with him.
Since right now Robbie's a spirit, he can't even drive, so he's in the car, I think, right? But he's not driving. He just jumped in.
Oh,
I'm just hoping that they actually show like Ghost Rider
Fucking
doing
this
this.
nigga paint job.
yeah, I love.
The car doesn't fuck up; it just healed itself.
I always love. Where they supposed to be?
What's up?
Where are they? Supposed to be in California, right? Like,
I think so. Yeah. Well,
But
they're everywhere. A lot of times they're in New York too.
yeah, I always that just reminded me. Like, I always love how, like, all the old shows and old movies have mad like alleyways in New York, and I'm like, yo,
Where?
if you grew up in New York, you're like, unless you in Canarsie, bro, there's no alleyways anywhere,
No
bro.
alleyways,
Like, yo,
bro.
what are you talking about?
Like,
Yo, that doesn't happen
That's
in
the
New
most-
York, bro.
Because in Canada most of the time.
Yeah.
Because there's some in Canada. In Toronto.
it just says more about the Americans' fascination of alleys.
No, for
Like, why you always need a fucking alley, bro?
yo.
Theoretically, can be used to manipulate matter states, transfer dimensional energy, but practically.
I love that there's always like a bad scientist that has to be like kind of good.
And this dude is a perfect example of that. In he's a comic book character, but I like the actor. That's the dude from The Mummy. If you remember,
Yeah,
the brother
yeah.
in The Mummy.
That is a dude
Yes.
from The Mummy,
And then
bro.
what he did recently that was pretty dope was Spartacus. If you saw the Spartacus TV show.
I fuck with Spartacus.
Oh yeah, he was
This
what you
nigga
call
old as shit
it?
now,
Yeah,
though,
he's
bro.
old shit.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
old as shit.
Damn.
Yep.
It was the dummies. He was the dummies over there.
Yo, the whites really be aging like fucking
Quickly,
cheese
huh?
out
Yo,
here,
they
bro.
would, they
Like,
do. But wow, we be like young. Look her, man. She
look,
she like 60 B.
Let me see if we got to look it up.
She's 67, 38.
She could roundhouse kick his fucking face. He can't even lift his ankles, B. Come on.
I don't know if you realize she played Chun-Li in the Street Fighter movie.
Oh,
The
word,
movie
bro.
with, like,
And she
Jean-Claude
still looked
Van
like the Chun-Li when she played Chun-Li, B.
Uh-huh.
Like the original Street Fighter?
And the
Yeah,
movie
the one with Jean-Claude
with
Van
John
Damme.
Claude and freaking
That's her.
Yeah, that's who played Chun-Li.
and Bison was the dude in that though.
Because that was
Oh,
no,
Raul Julius.
Yeah,
man,
Raul
he was the man.
yeah.
He was
Rest
awesome.
in
That was his
peace,
last
bro.
role too. Unfortunately, he passed away from cancer. He was supposed to be the villain in Desperado, but he died 2 weeks before I started filming. So I would always love to see him. But he was the man. He was always my favorite.
It's too much for a human mind to bear.
Too much for a human mind to bear.
Yo.
What about a bear's mind? Can a bear minds bear it?
Yeah, could the bear it? Could the bear it? Hey, look at wait. Oh shit, they about to make a mixtape. They got the auto tunes popping.
She said it.
But she's 57, but still.
That's still, yo. You can do a
Homegirl
roundhouse
said
kick
that
in
the nigga
50.
in there, his heartbeat is 130, and that's fast, right? If you were trapped in a fucking cocoon as a human, you don't think you'd be bugging out?
Yo, word. And that's the thing. I think they touch on that.
Yeah.
Because you don't remember, but then you remember later on, like, that you are kind of through the whole thing. You're kind of like stuck in a osmosis type stage. That's scary,
Yeah, that always
bro.
happens.
I've
But
always
most
been
people
scared
don't
of
last
that,
that
bro.
long. That's also supposed to be the big deal of how long he's been in there.
You stuck in your own
like,
body.
Like humans die and humans live.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just killing man humans, bro.
Man.
I know this is all frightening, but I have friends who also gone through this.
Wasn't that the Coast of Heroes in a way?
Nah,
It was the sun.
The subplot of Heroes?
It was the full moon that happens in well, the whole thing that gives everybody their powers and awakens is that full moon that happens.
And then you had to save a cheerleader.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you
Silas,
touching
save it from Silas.
Yeah, my nigga Silas was a cut.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Silas.
do a Heroes episode.
Silas is an Invincible.
He's an Invincible as
He's
robot.
one of the voices.
Man.
Oh, robot, yeah.
Because that's how creative.
Invincible is worth it just because of the 5th episode. It took mad long, but
Yeah, he got much better, huh?
I just gotta throw that up in there.
Well, I know
Because
that's one of
do
your
comic
favorite
books.
books of all time. I
Hell
don't
yeah.
really read that much into it, but
And he fucked up the Walking
pretty
Dead,
dope,
so
though.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, not the comic book, but
yeah.
the
I mean, I fuck with it. It's just you have
Is
that
he gonna get
unique
the ghost?
perspective.
Oh, okay.
You see, yeah.
Oh, toma.
But that's a cheap, quick, without spending money moment.
Yeah.
Because trust me, they actually do a lot of dope Ghost Rider moments for ABC, but that clearly was like, we gotta save money.
It was about to piss on him, piss
I thought he was
fire.
gonna get the flame head going. You know what I'm saying?
He was gonna
Exactly.
piss fire on him or some, you know, Cage moment. Nicolas.
That nigga look different though, bro.
Yo,
He look way different than he did in the Mummy.
way different.
But the Mummy was like 20 years
Yo,
ago.
she like a robot, right? Like a,
That's what I was gonna
like
say.
a-
That's actually what I was gonna say. It's meant to be the
Avatar or
prelude,
something?
the prelude to like the creation of like how Nick Fury has multiples, kind of like of himself duplicates. Forgot what they call them. They're not like because they're duplicates. They call them a certain way. So that's what she's supposed to be. She might even call her say
A
it.
duplicate?
Developing a catchphrase. May, I can assure you she's as above board as a secret android could be. If it summons help.
She a robot. She said an android. So
Yeah,
she
they call it
an-
Andrew, but meaning like the name that they'll give it. Ultimately,
she's-
it was meant to be something that happens in the comic book.
Think that's a good idea?
Who said I can hear it? Can she? Tell me read the
If her files get corrupted, she's a computer.
perfect, then it's just a download. She's the tech we need to save them.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Oh, we sacrificing your brain. Sounded like.
Sacrifice your computer, my nigga. What's up? Which shit's expensive though.
Yeah.
This looks like a place.
You don't know that.
So this
Oh.
character went from being like a hacker that was antisocial and like
Yeah.
really didn't interact with people to being like a badass like S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that is able to do all this
And also
because she was trained by May, which is cavalry.
and on top of that, she quaked.
She's quick, exactly.
Yeah.
Are they shooting niggas in this show too?
So she
Yeah,
got
they do all that,
she
yeah.
got a super.
They don't hold back. This is not
They're not superheroes.
morality of like
Yeah.
because they're doing
They kind
shit
of like
behind
secret
the scenes.
agents.
Yes,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? They're like poison. What's the name?
That's actually the whole point. That the dude that we're talking about, that's from like Life on Mars, he's the face of S.H.I.E.L.D. now. Coulson kind of backed off from being the head of it, which he became the head of it after everything. And then that dude needs to keep everything looking nice and polished.
Oh look, he's about
But
to
Coulson,
do it. Look. Oh, I
nice.
like that.
There we go.
Yeah, ashy. His
Yeah.
face is ashes up.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a Johnny
That's
Blaze
pretty
good
good.
one. That's a good one. I fuck with it.
Coulson, but look, he's
Nah,
back
but
to
he should
regular.
have been. Yeah, he
They
should have
should've
been
stayed that
riding.
way.
He should have been riding that bike with
Exactly.
that face on. B. What happened?
So Coulson left that whole position on purpose so he could do shit behind the scenes, more like a secret agent, and not to have to face the consequences for being the face of the company.
They said that.
Plus,
That's
he
all
couldn't
that
be
was
the
in the
face because
budget.
he's supposed to be dead. Which again is like they needed to create that like storyline.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's all that was in the budget. We can't, it's faint. It's
Now,
heck.
trust me, that's the one thing I'm saying with this show. You could tell they'll have cool little special effect moments, but it ends really quick because they go, but the money.
Yeah. Oh shit.
It's not like Disney Plus. I don't know if you're a Disney Plus episodes. Like each episode is like $16 million.
What?
The whole season of even like Falcon and Winter Soldier is the budget of a movie.
You got movie
It'd be like
actors
almost
in
like 150 to like $150 million altogether. So
it. I mean, that's cool, man. They're looking at TV like it's movies,
yes,
which they
that's-
should.
I mean,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
benefits us as viewers.
It's a good
100%.
art form. It's the same art form. It's just a different way of it. You know what I mean?
I think you're right about us being over the other side. The darkness is clear.
I do like what's going on with showing scenes and then going back and showing them with him in it. It's just hard to see where they're going with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it's gonna be a continuation episode.
This is another. I thought it was
It's a bridging episode.
exactly. It's another filler because I heard that this is actually the episode before the mid-season finale. So, meaning the fact that they're spirits, I think, like you're saying, they're gonna get out of that this episode. Literally proves how much they didn't move forward in the storyline. They literally couldn't do shit because they were still ghosts. They're just dealing with that dilemma. So they couldn't actually even move the story forward beyond that because they need to get over this hill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Which means that we're stuck for this entire episode, just like they are.
Oh, just because he says like they're almost like kind of data.
So she could see them. She knows.
She kind of could,
Yeah.
like because they're like.
But
data
again,
from-
even though this is
And what is she, a robot? Or
Yeah, she's
that's
an
what I'm saying.
android.
Like she's an android, but they're gonna
like an
give us
avatar kind of.
like an avatar. They're gonna give her a name that's almost exactly like in the comic books, which is what Nick Fury uses as duplicates. But
Absolutely is. This is it.
you could imagine letting a robot have infinite knowledge.
Yeah.
That
It's
doesn't
like-
really work out in any storyline.
It's like Corsa, like Ultron.
I mean, Ultron was basically like iRobot.
Yeah.
It's that whole mentality of like telling us to save Earth, but humans are actually the ones destroying it, so we gotta get rid of humans in order to save it.
Think the president loved that about me? I had to step down so that you could all continue in S.H.I.E.L.D. You handed it over to a director who betrayed Simmons. He sent her off, God knows where.
I ain't mad.
Yo. Yeah, because the shorty
Because they
in
showed
that,
Fitzsimmons,
yeah.
like they were inseparable, but they were always like best friends, and then he admitted he loved her like right before she got sent away. So that's why he's reacting this
That's why
way.
they don't have Irish superheroes, bro.
Well, Irish. Superheroes, Boondock Saints.
Of course you're in the fight, nigga. You dead too. Or
Exactly.
in another
Yeah,
dimension, too.
exactly.
Oh, they're in that rock shit, right? Or is that this season or
That's not even here yet.
no? Okay.
I don't think so. No.
Wait,
Yeah.
the Rock nigga was in this episode.
Because there's that rock thing, but no, I don't think it's there yet. It cuts into so many seasons that storyline.
Whoa! Did it just jump? Yo,
Wait, so the android bitch can read it because she's an android?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why didn't they just have her read it and jump? Why they brought the other nigga?
What's up?
Why they brought the other dude from the mummy opposed to just having?
Oh, he's the one that
android?
created her. So that's what he's saying. In the moment, he's not capable of doing it, and he created her. So he's like, she could,
yeah.
and everybody's hesitating, but they kind of needed to. But it's like again that whole mentality of like you giving Android infinite knowledge. For the moment,
This looks like it's good.
It's gonna work out, but long term,
Yeah.
how's that gonna really work? out?
Skynet, B.
Skynet, like I
With
said,
magic.
iRobot.
Skynet with magic. It's like robots with magic. That's like sci-fi and fantasy put together.
I mean, I fuck with the Skynet movement, though.
Which leads to the Matrix, which leads to the...
Which it's funny because this show actually does a whole Matrix thing because of what happened too. So it's not
I didn't
just-
know they were on for 7 seasons.
Yeah, they went on for pretty. Yeah,
That's
last
what I'm
season had
saying.
like a good 13 episodes only, but yeah, 7 seasons. Yeah, pretty fucking long.
No, that's a good run.
And then, like I said, a lot of times, like they had to be reactive. Like season 6 had to react to the snap. So right when the snap happened, the show had to realize that certain characters were going to disappear.
Yeah.
Just like I said in season 1, right after they found out Hydra had infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D., this is S.H.I.E.L.D. So they have to affect that. So literally the next week,
Yeah, some of the main
they actually dealt with that.
characters
They were like, oh shit, some of these characters we've been
have
dealing
to
with
be bad.
are bad guys.
Mm.
They've been spies the whole time, double spies. No spies.
We had a deal. You still owe me.
Double agents.
So in the blood I still for you.
He's talking to the spirit of vengeance, not to the
I don't take down the monster behind all this. Eli.
It's my blood. Mi sangre.
You understand? Is that, like I said, his brother and him got hunted down by the cartel, and they just thought it was some like cartel just doing some random shit. He found out that no, his uncle is actually the leader of the other cartel, so the competition. So they targeted him and his brother because of his uncle.
And
But
his
his uncle never
his
admitted
uncle's
that.
the nigga with the rocks.
Yes.
Yeah, but his uncle before, he seemed like he was like a neighborhood good dude, like
Exactly.
a
That went to
mechanic,
prison for
like,
some shit that he thought his uncle was innocent for, that cops threw it, but no, his uncle was guilty.
See, that's where he fucked up at. Why wasn't that nigga slinging rocks in the hood? Ha 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 ha.
Hey, look, they got like a little what's that Stargate.
Yes.
She's doing like
Stargate shit.
she's doing some but she's doing some
Again, because now she read the thing, so she's doing some WandaVision shit.
Wanda, but like but that looked like
hexagon-ish.
but that's like in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
When they dressed it like that, there was just
there's the whole point that that even with her, it's all the symbols and shapes.
Oh man.
Oh, they got some.
You're disappearing like Back to the Future, B. Gotta save you, man.
It's like Final Destination.
Yeah.
But in a different dimension.
Yo. You're about to get eaten by the dimensions. Come on, yo. Whip that weave, yo. Oh, they're looking at her like, yo, what is she
she's
doing?
trying to open the portal.
Yeah, and they don't even see what's going on.
Yeah, they don't see what's going on. She's definitely.
Oh shit. Oh, look at the different colors.
Because that's actually literally his comic book uniform, literally with the white going down. Just like
rider jacket.
Yeah, the jacket. That's 100% his comic book costume, even though it's just a leather jacket. And she's just seeing him because they're not seeing that other plane.
Man.
Oh.
Is that the same exact shot as before?
Yeah, that's
right.
the
That
only
is
thing.
good one.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
the
the only
cheap
thing.
special.
I don't like.
At
when
least
they
we're
do
seeing
that.
movement, but even the movement, you can see how cheap it gets.
But I didn't like that. That they use the exact.
That's
same.
something like
They should have at least done it from the opposite way to make it at least feel like
they added a little bit of movement to throw you off, because the other one was actually from the still into it. This was movement into it, so it almost felt like it's a little bit, but that was to mess with your eyes and your mind when it's
should have gone the opposite.
You read it
way.
right, 100% the
I
same
think they could
shot.
have just took a second and they
Manipulation.
could have just like flipped it the other.
That's like some Transformers shit where they use literally the same shot 3 times and everybody was like, "Oh my god, what are you guys doing?"
But I didn't even think that was real until I said, "Oh, that's real." Oh shit! Cavalry's gonna save you. Yeah. Let's go home.
That melodrama.
Toma.
I'm in Spanish, so I love it.
Yeah, Telemundo, Univision
They're going to
stuff.
do it again for Ghost Rider nigga.
Yo.
All right.
He's still trapped in a dimension.
That's true.
Yo.
Probably as Ghost Rider, if he takes on the Spirit of Vengeance, it'll probably be easier for him to pass through, because that's why he doesn't have any advantage right now, is because he left him.
Yep. You know it, need him. You had a deal, big.
This is Ghost Rider's realm.
Oh man, he said what?
All of them?
Oh yo, you just sold your soul to the Ghost Rider.
Who did you just touch, Mac?
Yo,
You put your hand on something.
that thing, he took it out of me. Yeah.
Wait, so did Max see
He's probably seeing all that
Lost
underneath.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah, I think you're aware of the whole thing. Because you have to almost be willing to take it on. And he already had said in a past episode, I would take that shit. So that's kind of like a prelude to understanding that why he easily went in him.
A little herpes thing is not really
I know what you
doing
did.
it for me.
Where the hell, Simmons?
Agent Fitz, it's good to see you back.
Oh man.
I want to know where she's coming from.
They're in alias offices now.
Gemma?
Oh.
You should have finished the sentence there, boy.
There
Expose
you
the nigga. Pull the receipts.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
for
he
real.
really got no receipts though.
go. Nah, he was just about to be like, yo,
I know
you
you're a
know, it's
hoe
good
hoe.
money.
I know what you're gonna say.
It's good money.
I know you don't approve.
Not my call. But you promised you wouldn't open the dark hole.
Yeah, you promised no book. You broke it.
That's true.
That's right, she said. Pa' ti. Pa' ti yo abro cualquier dark hole. Ese libro yo lo abro otra vez, coño. That's love ahí.
Yeah, that lady's not cute or she's not ugly. Like, she's just a person.
Yeah.
Dark is still mysterious.
But she can fuck people up. Which makes it a little bit better.
I would say for 57,
I mean-
she could get it.
I mean,
57, yeah.
cute or not doesn't
No.
make you better.
But she fucking
Kicking ass
people up.
does make you better,
Mhm.
but she's just like
Oh,
averagely average.
I always like this actress, Chloe Bennett. I thought she was Hispanic, but she's Asian as well. She's actually going to be now, I don't know if you heard, they're doing the Powerpuff Girls.
She's Asian?
Yeah, she's Asian. Yeah, I always thought she was Hispanic.
Okay.
Uh,
Is she Korean?
She's like Pacific
I
Islander.
think, no, I think it's Chinese. I think her parents are Chinese.
wow.
Yeah, her last name isn't Bennett. She made that just so she could be in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
It's like I think it's Chloe Wong. They're making the TV adaptation of Powerpuff Girls.
Yo, Mojo Jojo, baby.
If they were in their
Baby.
20s and disillusioned and regretting and almost
What?
hateful of the fact that they lost their childhood
So
to having
Sabrina
to
the
do
Witch?
saving crime. So it's like she's one of them.
Sabrina the Witch shit?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
CW
And it's live action.
live action.
Some
I mean, realize they've been living off of this with
Power
Riverdale.
Rangers. Oh,
And then they just had Nancy Drew is like in its third season.
Oh,
It's
look,
older
now I
So,
version.
are you telling me this is coming to CW?
CW. Uh-huh.
I fucking hate
They got
CW.
the dude from Scrubs. What's his name? David Faison.
Donald Faison?
Donald Faison. Yeah, exactly.
No.
He's my dude from Scrubs, and yeah, he's gonna play actually the doctor that always was helping them. I forgot his name. CW is hit or miss. We love Supernatural,
Yeah.
Smallville. Like I said, certain things with the Arrowverse. Certain people like the Vampire Diaries and flowed with that, but it is definitely hit or miss a lot of times.
Yeah. A lot of
I
misses.
don't know about that kung fu
Within
thing.
those hits.
I don't know about a couple of things that make me go. Oh, no.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
like-
look.
Now she's taking the
Oh.
information that she learned, and they shouldn't have given her that knowledge.
That's like Costa. That's kind of like in Westworld a little bit.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
Yes.
That's Westworld. That's what happened in Westworld. Oh shit! She just made a brain. Yo, she just made a brain. Pinky and the brain.
Alright. I ain't gonna hold
Okay.
you.
Oh wait.
I ain't gonna hold you on camera. I have no idea what's going on in that show or that episode,
Did we smoke a lot?
but I would watch some more.
I will watch some more.
I would watch and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Especially the
Like,
Ghost Rider storyline.
I work with the Ghost Rider. I always
Ghost
like Ghost
Rider?
Rider.
This bitch just made a brain, nigga. Like,
Oh yeah, that was it at the end. Yeah.
this
That
whole
was-
Android bitches made life, nigga.
that's-
Ghost
And like I
Rider?
told you, it actually goes into some.
That's the perfect that's the perfect button at the end. Boom, you making a brain B. You give it that power, that Westworld
You're
shit.
right about that. Yeah. She
Bro.
goes in Westworld. She even goes in some Matrix.
I mean,
type
it
of
is the
shit, so-
first brain. That shit can come out retarded as a motherfucker.
Yeah, it could be like
But
that. The dude in
She made a brain.
in good place when she made a dub of herself and that was her boyfriend.
Yes. But she,
Yeah, that'd be funny if that was it, that it would come up to like that. It'd be like all powerful, but like not knowing.
understanding.
Just be
completely
like,
how
yo,
it
fuck
works.
it, I'm gonna have fun right here, B. We about to party.
Yeah, in good place. She instead of giving him the fucking his private part, she put a bell.
Yeah,
So it's like she didn't understand. What she
that's wild.
Yeah.
Very
That's all the
interesting.
conversation.
What you thought
My
about it?
fault,
What you
yes.
say?
What I think about the episode? I thought the episode wasn't particularly interesting, but it was enough to keep me watching.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I at first the parallel dimension thing was like what,
Whoa, yeah.
and then towards you know what I mean. Once they got towards it, then it was like all right,
Yeah.
cool. Let's see, but for me, it's really the bitch making a brain at the end
I concur.
that really like kind of sold it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
biggest
I
thing
think
is her reading the Darkhold. Other than that, it was like I said, it was a filler. These
Yeah.
people were literally stuck, so we couldn't move forward in the story because unless they got out. So it's basically them just dealing with their own little issues without even
Yeah.
propelling the
See,
story.
I disagree with you there.
Okay,
I want to call it a filler.
you want to call it?
I feel like it's his own little self-contained
Yeah.
story.
That's true too. That's true too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
look.
Yeah, that way, yes.
She just,
because at the end it does lead to her.
Yeah, her big thing. That's what I was saying. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's like the one major plot point. That's what I said before. I said that comment, like the one thing that leads to something, but everything else was just like standing. Because realize that, but you're right, because the first half of the season is really the Ghost Rider storyline, and that was the beginning to the second half of the season, which goes
Yeah.
into some Matrix craziness. So you're 100% right. That opens the door completely to like the real next chapter. Where it
yo,
goes.
they just,
See, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
they just mix sci-fi with freaking magic, bro. A magic robot. Yo, she just read a witch's book. Because that's what the Darkhold is.
Yes.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? It was like the
Like
it's
you said,
from
the same thing
it's from
literally
the
as WandaVision,
the spiritual from the whatever that world of the Marvel universe.
Oh, that's
And
true.
she's a android, which is like some sci-fi shit. Yo, it's about to get crazy, man. Like you don't put magic into the hands of sci-fi. Like yo, it's about to get crazy.
I agree. The
There's some-
idea of putting the supernatural in the hands of something inorganic
Yo,
is kind of a trippy idea.
that's already kind of symbiotic, or like, you know what I mean, like that has already a mindset, because it's not like, it wasn't like the Chucky doll that is just like, oh, this is a doll and then it's just like making its own thing. This is like a something that's already kind of a person, but now
Facts.
they have powers that's beyond
you can't
shit.
haunt the ghost.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like Scarlet Witch without it being a
It was like
person.
if
so
it was
now it's
Vision
like
that read it, or
it's like a
Vision
logic.
being behind it.
Yeah, it's like Ultron. Actually, not even like Vision. It's like Ultron beating it,
yeah.
like something that's more logical, more Vision right now, or maybe like Jarvis.
Yes, Jarvis.
Still Jarvis on some shit.
Because even on the tip that you're saying, what I find interesting, even the level you guys are talking about, is the fact that usually as an android, it would be like their weakness to not understand the spiritual realm because they don't have a soul. So they don't understand emotion on that level. But what they try to show here is the complexity of like symbols, that it's more like she don't see things in a 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional. She sees it almost like an 8-dimensional plane. And that's why at the end you're seeing her opening the door by being able to see the world in that way. So usually an android would see magic as a weakness. They wouldn't be able to comprehend it. But here they try to say that the human mind wouldn't be able to see the complexities, but an android would, because the way it works, you know what I'm saying? Which is dope.
Yeah.
I mean, agreeing exactly.
Kind of put in like magic is kind of science in a way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Thor started on that tip, trying to,
but
be
like keeping it on there instead of doing it like Doctor Strange, which is now it's really magic.
Yes, very true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not bad.
I love it. Yeah.
So out of 10 periods that go in between the letters of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yeah.
how would you rate this episode?
This one, because it had a little bit of Ghost Rider. It had a couple elements that made me be entertaining enough. I would say okay, and even in my rating system, when I do videos or movies, when I rate things, 6 would just be an okay, which I would say a 6 out of 10. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Shit, man.
What about you, Mariel?
I was gonna be nice and give it a 7, because you can't give
7.
it halves, and I always be giving halves. You know what I'm saying? Half of zips, half of the halves. You know, you get halfsies. I would have gave it a 6.5. So I'll give it like, you know what? Since you give it a 6, I'll give it a 7. You know, see it, throw it to the guy, see what Fist is gonna give it, and then we go from there. Because I'm like, yo, this episode was cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go with the 7.
Hey.
I think it's a very solid 7 of a 4-7 episode.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, open a whole new story.
It's just enough to make you say, what's been going on? So you want to kind of go back a little bit. And you also say, what's going to happen? And you want to look forward to it a little bit. You dig what I'm saying?
It was step 1 of the whole next chapter. So
it
gave you, especially jumping into this moment, enough to like be like, okay, now I know where it's going. So
So I could say like, yo, that Marvel is still winning, even
Still
on the
winning.
TV level.
Still
Because
winning.
last time, you know, what's his name? What was the one from last time? The other ones with the groups.
The Legends of Yesterday.
Yeah, that one was like, you know, it was a little less. But if you would think about it, it's supposed to be that you know, the DC got the TV on lock and Marvel got the movies on lock. But
let's do not get twisted. Just because Marvel had a better 4-7 episode
you're right.
does not mean that they have a better run.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Some of those
so
things.
which one you think is overall on like streaming or television?
On television wise,
At this point.
hands down, DC.
Yeah, DC.
DC is way better at TV and animated.
And animated,
movies
yes.
than they are at their
Except for
movies.
Spider-Man.
I mean, now I agree, but now since the Disney Plus is doing this whole Kevin Feige verse of like WandaVision, Loki,
but the thing is, we
Winter
can't
Soldier and
judge
Falcon.
until after Loki, right?
Yeah. You're right.
Because WandaVision was a good show until the last
yes,
episode.
100%
And
agree with
then
you.
it fucked everything
100%.
up.
That is, I don't know if you ever saw Donnie Darko.
Yep.
Donnie Darko had that syndrome where most people read into the whole thing as saying deeper and doper than what it was.
Yep.
And then the writer and said things and you go, hold on. So you're not actually a deep person.
Yeah.
It was actually coincidence and it made it even more like
that.
like
You
you're
just
dumb
threw it up
for
in
not
the air.
not doing your research
You
and not
didn't-
acknowledging the psychology of what you're presenting. Because that's the most important thing as a writer, director, all these things, even editor. It's about the interpretation. It's not your intention. It's how people are going to read it.
Yeah, you don't throw
And if you
breadcrumbs
feel
up
like
for
that,
shit, bro.
yes.
Like,
You
why
can't
you
go-
going to be like, oh, here, you know what?
She
But
literally
there's
said,
nothing.
I never heard of Mephisto until you guys mentioned it. Hold on, but you gave so many damn clues. And if you didn't realize that was in the details, that's not where all he is. Things like that all day long. Go on, devil spawn. All these clues, and then afterwards be like, I didn't realize it. Well, then guess what? That's ignorance, which ignorance literally means you didn't get enough knowledge to fucking
It's
do
not
the
even
job.
ignorance. They did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like she knew, but she was like, if I say this, it's better, but it comes out worse. But like in your head, sometimes it's like, I could be ignorant about it, and it'd be like, it's better to be ignorant and not know than to know and do
even
it
though
purposely.
that I understand,
in a
but
way.
to me, it's better.
In
I
some
think it's
people's
better
hands.
to let everybody live off of like the illusion of that shit was deep and dope. The moment you open your mouth and you say that, and people realize, hold on, we were reading into it more than what it was. You're not as deep and dope of a writer, which is the Donnie Darko syndrome. So
It's
to
some
me, it's like
simple
that's
shit.
the
It's
problem
not
that
that cool.
happened. 1000%.
That's why-
agree.
that's
that
why
final episode almost destroyed, and then acknowledging how little that the breadcrumbs didn't go where it's supposed to.
There was no
It makes
payoff.
everything else fall apart.
Absolutely.
But I'm gonna
Zero
tell you,
payoff.
I'm gonna give everybody a gem real quick. As an artist, bro, you let everybody interpret what they want from your art. If it's cool, just let it rock. Be like, you know what I mean?
exactly what I'm
You
saying.
know what?
But
She gave away too
But
much.
the thing is
of the
about
truth.
art, the thing about art
Yeah.
is that that's all you can do, right? All you can do is lay out art out there.
Yeah.
Or the people decide whether it's cool if it's not.
Yeah.
WandaVision was cool until it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm holding my
That shit was
reservations
hard.
back until the
Yes,
end
I
of
agree with
Loki.
you.
Yeah.
Because I need to
You're
see
right.
how the...
Are you liking Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But I need to see how they wrap it up in order to really have a take on it.
That's a whole other thing, but I don't know if you know that there was an entire a subplot. The reason why it got delayed wasn't just because of the pandemic, but because they had a subplot dealing with their own pandemic that they had filmed before the pandemic hit.
Wow.
And that's why there's mad scenes. Like even when the first time you see the flag smasher shorty with the redhead, and she's inside the van, and they think that she's a hostage. He literally goes, Winter Soldier goes, "Oh, there's vaccines in here."
Yeah.
Realize that even the shorty that's her mentor that dies, that he had to cut out mad scenes because that's this famous Mexican actress that was even in Queen of the South in all the main seasons, and she ended up becoming literally like 10 seconds on a deathbed because all this was their entire storyline was a pandemic that had to be cut out because of COVID.
And that's why they do the scenes like you said, like the camera angles.
Yeah,
like the Costa shots.
Yeah, they're reaction shots. Realize that if you really pay attention to like the last 3 episodes, especially because they dealt with more and more the flag smashers, every time that they're talking, anybody's talking about them, you're seeing people reaction rather than the person speaking, because that means they went in an ADR and actually just did voiceover to cut and splice and make it make sense. There's even seen that recently where the main flag smasher is standing in the corner, and then all of a sudden, literally a split second later, she's sitting at the campfire with them because they have to cut all these things. So meaning like my point is, yeah, you should. Yeah. And I tell everybody to, because honestly, it's dope the factor that they actually made a show still as good as it is, even though they've had to work around it like crazy. Zemo is a dope ass character.
Yeah, I thought it was Zemo. Yeah, Zemo did it.
And they changed him.
And let me tell you something. As Frsk Purple,
yo,
I have taken pride in every single
purple, yo, for real.
has put out.
Yo.
You feel me? Agatha,
yo, for real, Agatha. Yo.
Undeniable Purple.
Purple Man, that dude right there, David Tennant.
Yes, David Tennant. That's Doctor Who. That's the Doctor Who we said we love.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yo, Zemo with that purple mask is super lit, bro.
Or even Black Panther, because even Black Panther in the movie when he would, the whole thing was purple.
Kinetic shit,
the kinetic shit was.
I'm telling you,
the whole not even technology of S.H.E.I.L.D, which is a sister, is based on that. If you notice. The color
and
is
that's
purple.
what I'm saying. Once you see purple in Marvel, understand you get some good shit. You dig? First perk, baby. Marvel, hire me. You gon' get some good shit.
That's it.
That's enough for me putting my resume out there. But yeah, you know what, guys? I think I'm pretty satisfied with that right there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Watch your Ralph. You got anything you want to plug? You want to tell the people where they can find you at? All that good stuff?
Yes, you can check me out on all the socials. Watch it, Ralph. Play it, Ralph. Like I said before in the last episode, soon I'm going to have something up on D&D, splicing hip-hop, splicing all the cultures, basically to bring it all together. Check that out real soon. All right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very cool. Co-host Mariel, you got anything you want to tell the people?
You know it, just, Mariel Grujon, you find me where you find me in your local bodega. I'm there in the corner, chilling. Nah, but yo, don't pass the pepper sauce. Check out Jesus, you know what I mean? The bodega cat, he be doing his thing, board in the bodega all day. Just shout out to everybody. All love, I don't know, you find me in the socials and all that stuff. Everything, I guess, with my name, but just Google it and maybe you can find it. Just look at the picture, and if it's me, it's me, and if it's not, it's not. But maybe it'd be somebody else is cool, but just
Yeah, you have a scavenger hunt.
Yo, hey, if it's worth it, it's worth it. Just
if you don't show me love, show somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's another Maria Grujon that's mad popping. It's a cool name.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean? I agree with both of you guys. I want to thank our guests today. Watch it, Ralph. Thanks for coming in. Watch your Agents of S.H.E.I.L.D. putting it on to this bomb-ass episode. Bitches building brains and shit.
Hey, ghost.
You know what I mean? Mariel, a.k.a. Jesus. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming into the bodega today and watching this little show with it. Yeah. This has been another episode of 4-7. I'm your host, Frsk Purple, a.k.a. Arago the God, a.k.a. Frsk with the pink bandana, the late 80s, Paisley Baby, Roster Bitch is crazy. I've been drinking, so I've been slurring.
80 Rose.
80 Rose.